long we go into the lyrics, but that's as far as we're going to get tonight. Guys, the cast of Notorious BOZ, give it up again. Yeah. Well, I know it's not your first improv show, but whose first Notorious BOZ is this? Anybody? Round of applause, first BOZ. This is a really special show for us. This is basically every week we bring a special person from our community down, someone notorious, someone that we love, someone near and dear to us. And we invite them up here to tell some stories, some true stories from their life. And then this cast will improvise. They'll use that as inspiration to create some improvised scenes that are inspired by those stories, but we're not retelling those stories. So don't expect to see the same things that you hear in the stories. You're getting a twofer. You're getting a story.
You can't beat that value, people.
This person, our monologist tonight, is someone very special to me. I would say, I was trying to think of how to directly introduce them, as they're the longest person, not the tallest person. I've known this person longer than I've known anyone else in Bozeman. This has been one of my best friends in Bozeman for forever. We met in college here. He was in architecture, I was in physics. And since then we have both just continued tag teaming, ping-ponging all around through this community. He is an architect. He's a licensed architect.
Whoa!
Whoa!
It's not easy.
He's a page it now. Spin instructor at Zephyr, which Zephyr's celebrating 8th birthday today.
Yeah.
Anybody here spin at Zephyr? This guy's just he stands out to me as one of the people that just makes this place so special, because he's been present and funny, and I'm choking up a little bit. I'm sorry. Can we kill these lights? This is Jake's night. This is not my night. Just a very special friend to me for forever. Just has made every night that I've ever gone out with him very special. Has glued our friend group together for a very long time. Can we kill these lights? That's enough of that. Guys, please give it up for your monologist tonight, Jake Stedding.
I love that song. They originally wrote it for Celine Dion. She didn't take it. I'm just kidding, obviously. You guys, I'm Jake Stedding, and I'm very excited to be here. If for those of you who don't know, I feel like me and Annie did have a little bit of an unspoken beef for like a hot second, because I don't think either of us knew we had beef, but I think there was a brief moment where you were swizzling your hips and I was telling you to do squats because you are not John Travolta and I'm not Jamie Lee Curtis, and this is not the movie Perfect. And I feel like that moment didn't go over as I planned, but it ended with all of us doing squats, so that was the goal.
And now everything is fine.
And now the air is crystal clear.
So
It doesn't feel good.
what the fuck is going on?
No, we're working it out on the remix. So I'm gonna tell some stories. Sorry to people who know me already, because you might hear some stories you've already heard before. I guess I don't have that many. But this first one is going to be about the time my mom called somebody a cunt, which is why I asked you if I could say the word
Can't
cunt.
say cunt.
Most people in this room, I think, have heard me say the word cunt before. I have to preface this by saying that my mom is a lovely woman who would, under normal circumstances, not say the word cunt. She still, to this day, argues that she didn't actually use the word cunt, and I regularly have to tell her that, yes, Deb, you did. It was fantastic. and appropriate. So my parents came to visit. This was like 5 years ago, and my parents' favorite thing to do in Bozeman is go to the Molly Brown and get a Caesar. My mom, we're from backstory context. We're from the middle north. We are from the northeastern corner of North Dakota, up by Canada. Caesars are a big drink. The quality of your Caesar is very important. And so the fact that my mom said I had the best Caesar of my life at the Molly Brown was up for one, debate, and two, very promising for them. So they spend all day. So they spend all day while I'm at work, gainfully employed. They walk over to the Molly Brown from my apartment at the time, and they spend all of their time getting double Bloody Marys, because why not? Because they're on vacation. And they're about to go to Livingston with their kid. And so my mom shows up to my house, half blacked out, not quite there, but just will not stop talking about how she's so excited about her new big hat, and about how still the Molly Brown has the best Caesars next to my dad's. I have to preface that. My dad would be very disappointed if I didn't say he had the best Caesars. So we make our way to Livingston. My mom stumbles around town. We get into the Murray, and we get a pizza. Me and my dad get a pizza. My mom decides to order a salad, but she wants an extra side. And she looks at the waitress and she says, "What are your sides?" And she rattles through all of them and then gets to the end, and for some reason looks her in the face and with the weirdest inflection goes, "And then we also have potato chips." And the moment this woman says potato chips, I immediately know my mom is done. She thinks she's on the verge of a new culinary experience that she's never had before, and she says, "Oh, what are those like?" My dad naturally goes, "Good God, Deb, what the fuck?" And she immediately gets pissed and says, "I'm sorry, I've never had a chipped potato before. Please tell me what they're like." Yeah, thank you. That was necessary. Because I'm also sitting there being like, I knew she was done from the moment this waitress used the weirdest inflection I've ever heard on potato chips. And so our server is immediately pissed. And my mom is like, "You know what? I'm gonna try them. I'm gonna try her chipped potatoes." Like she's being brave. Like she's about to have the best culinary experience of her entire life. Like the Murray is about to be put on the map by these chipped potatoes. And so we sit there, my mom continues to drink. At this point, she's like, "We're done with Caesars. They don't have a good one here. I'm doing white wine all day, baby. Sauv Blanc, mama." And so she quickly settles in to that version of the day. And gets a bag of potato chips and is immediately like, "This isn't what I ordered." Which we all knew was coming. Right, so she gets this bag of Lay's potato chips and is immediately disappointed and says, I've had these before, this isn't cool. Where are my chipped potatoes?" And literally our server's like, "Ma'am, I don't know what you're talking about. This is a potato chip." And I look at her and I'm like, "Can you please stop saying it like that? It's a potato chip. It's not a potato." And so she's pissed at this point. We end up, fast forward, getting kicked out of the Murray. Because my mom will not stop talking about these fucking chipped potatoes that she didn't get. And which is a journey for all of us. You know, apparently my dad didn't have like multiple double Caesars at the Molly Brown before we decided to go on a family trip to Livingston. So we go to the wine bar across the street because we're like, let's all go chill. Let's go take a little bit of break. We just got asked to leave. We all just got asked to leave a very regular place that I go a lot, and that like I don't want this to be my reputation here. So we go to the wine bar across the street, and from the moment when my mom says, "I would love a Riesling," do we have Riesling lovers in here? Yeah. Okay. All right. A couple. Yeah. No. Not a lot of people. Yeah. It's a slim group. And they're dry Riesling lovers. They're sweet Riesling lovers. My mom loves a dry Riesling, so she orders a Riesling, and the guy looks her in the face and says, "We don't serve sweet wines here." And once again. I'm like, "Why did you do this?" My mom's pissed again. And so we're in this wine bar. There are easily, not 50, that was an exaggeration. There are probably like 25 people in this wine bar in Livingston. It's not a huge space. A lot of people can't fit in there. We're sitting at the bar, and my mom is arguing with this man about the difference between a dry and a sweet wine. And he's like, well, we have a Chardonnay. She's like, I didn't ask you for a fucking Chardonnay. I asked you for a Riesling, and I don't like sweet wines. And he's just like, ma'am, I don't know what to do for you. And he's like, I feel like you're being a little bit difficult. And I was like, uh-oh. Shoot. I tried to grab my mom's hand and she said, don't touch me. And I looked at my dad and I said, oh no. It's just like Taco Bell all over again. There's a different story there. I was like 6. My mom pulled a whole team of people out of Taco Bell to yell at them about their level of service. It was a journey. So I was like, this man doesn't know what he's in for. And so he leans in. He leans in. The woman next to my mom leans in. The guy next to my dad leans in. I'm pretty sure some people at the tables behind us stand up to see what's gonna happen. And my mom just looks this man in the face and says, I'm difficult? I'm a little bit difficult? And he was like, you're not difficult, you're being difficult. And she was like, yeah, you're being a little bit of a cunt. At which point my dad slams whatever wine he has selected, throws an unnamed amount of money on the counter and says, Jake, get up, Depp, get up, we are leaving town. And my mom looks at him, forgetting immediately that she just called this man a cunt, and says, we better fucking go to Dairy Queen.
I'm not getting the apple.
Just want to have a nice evening.
Not getting the raspberry either.
You can get whatever you want, hon.
7 trips to France. 7 trips to France.
It's not gonna taste exactly like the real thing.
Hermosa Beach.
Crisp white suit, linen, Rolex, chest hair, long hair, facial hair.
I think it's nice and quaint. It's a quaint town.
Nancy. A quaint
Tight pattern dress. Boobs. Gold chain, gold chain, gold chain. Big hair. Crucifix.
It's a quaint town. It's a quaint town. It's a quaint bookstore. It's a quaint brewery. It's a quaint hotel.
Yeah, it's just kind of a bunch of like people. I don't not like around people much,
Nancy,
It's fun. It's fun. It's like it's an adventure. It's a different kind. It's like we're in a new country, but we're not.
a more boring country, a simpler country.
Yes, but there's a lot of they do interesting things here. Like they pay out of wallets.
Nancy, people do this everywhere. This is not uncommon.
I've never.
7 trips to France.
Well, it's just not how I guess it's just not how I roll. Can you buy me another? Hey.
The well is fine.
Not in public, man.
Okay. Maybe I don't want to drink anymore.
Well, he's already drinking.
How about you tell him to fuck up? Tell him you told him to fuck up because I'm your fucking wife.
Nancy, I'm not gonna do that. Nancy, I'm not gonna do that. That's.
Don't fucking look at me.
Nancy, don't do this to me.
Don't do this to you. You. Do you know what it's like being in a town like this? I have been putting on a face. A fucking face! Hey! Your town fucking sucks! I hate all of you! Fuck you!
This woman's buttons pop off her dress.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
Nancy!
I don't give a damn!
Muscles! Push! Rip through her dress!
I'm sorry.
Fuck you!
Put this back together.
I'm sorry, but we're gonna have to ask you to leave this Taco Bell cantina.
Mom's on a rampage. I wouldn't go upstairs. She's really on a rampage.
She's on one.
She's really having the time. I don't know, Dad. She's really, we can't go upstairs.
Well, you know, kiddos, what I learned about your mother, and I know your mother just a little bit.
That's gross.
And usually,
Dad, are you talking about anal or regular?
And if so,
Shelby.
I really hope you're using protection because we do not want another sibling.
Shelby, we don't have to use protection anymore. Your mother's dry.
She's on one. She's been in the tub for a long time. She's screaming in the tub.
Well, you know, older women, when they start to dry up, they start to get a little cranky. It's like a car. Do you know about cars?
Ain't no cars or regular.
Yeah. See, your mother's a bit of a... She's an anal car for sure. She's kind of like a...
Is she American made?
Yeah.
This guy's wearing overalls, and he's got a name tag, and real workman boots, and his hands are super greasy.
Your mom's a turbo diesel, right? She's reliable. She'll get you there, but she makes a stink every once in a while.
Dad, I just want to go upstairs and get my backpack for school. And I feel like she's screaming in the tub. I have to go through the tub.
Yeah, Shelby, I told you don't leave your school supplies in the bathroom. They're gonna get caught.
Well, I don't want to be late for school. If Meredith and I are late again, we're gonna get in big time trouble.
Yeah. And then we're gonna have to have the principal call Mom and
And we don't want that.
Well, you know, the thing about your principal, and I've known your principal for a little while.
I made this story.
It was before Mom. And what was that?
What?
What did you say? You sucked him off?
No! Dad, Dad, we all know you did it.
Warren, thanks for coming
Yes,
in.
absolutely. Just take a seat here, is that?
Yeah. Your son Scott,
Yeah.
he's a trip.
Okay. He's a good guy.
Well,
Smart
he's
fella.
likening a lot of things in class to anal.
And what, do you have examples? Were they apt
I
comparisons?
do.
Okay. I would be intrigued to hear a few.
Apt or not, it is an unusual connection for a fourth grader to
Well.
be made.
Mr. Harrison, is the Civil War anal or is it missionary?
Well,
Now,
that's just the Civil War one.
I think
Multiple references. So, of course, we like to, check in with the parents and see what's going on at home.
Brad, can I call you Brad?
We've known each other since before I was principal.
I'm glad you remember, Brad.
Flashback!
push-ups.
Why did we use them? Can't we just...
I'm alarmed.
You were alarmed by my
Frankly, a fourth grader shouldn't be talking about anal at all, let alone often.
Brad, when I knew you, you were a man who appreciated the English language.
I do like words.
You were a poet.
Bit of a wordsmith.
Remember your poetry? Say it again. Say it again.
Frost. Feathers. Fingers and fondue. It's a work in progress!
Brad, the man I knew would have encouraged a child who were using language poetically.
I'd love to.
Why don't you?
This is the public school system. There are rules and regulations, and you can't be...
Oh, there's no anal in public schools now? You tell me!
But, in fact, frankly, I'd like you to bring your voice down a bit. You can't say anal in a public school.
It's way.
It's like saying bomb on an airplane. You just can't do it.
I don't know what this country has come to.
Well,
I
it's
didn't
come
realize...
to a place where you can't say anal in a public school.
Well, that's not a country I want to live in very well,
And I
Brad.
don't appreciate you bringing cocktails into my office.
Hey, kid, you cannot bring me to public
Who do they think they are?
Idiots!
Yeah, it's like order something on the menu, right?
What? You've never heard of cream corn before?
Yeah, it's good.
Fuck.
You know, a French fry.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, a normal thing.
Blue wedge salad.
Yeah, it's 2 a.m. You don't walk in and order like spaghetti. No, just get
Spaghetti.
milkshake.
Tim, I'm sorry. I can't do the weird inflections. I think I should hang
Weird?
it up. Yeah, the weird inflection restaurant you've been running, man. I'm trying, but I just, I speak good God English, and I can't inflect like you, milkshake!
What are your specials tonight? Make it funny. I found this. I found it on Google. It said that you're going to be funny.
We have a rib-eye steak.
Oh, that's scary. Try it funnier.
It's a rib-eye steak!
That's you gotta do it funny. Okay? Start with something easy. Come on, please, just give it one more try. Please.
Will you at least give me an example? And I'll do
Yeah.
my best, Tim. I'm telling you, I'll do my best.
Your specials this evening?
Lasagna.
Oh, fuck me! Okay, I need to hear no more.
And that cuts down the number of orders we have to make because we're all just laughing. And it also requires us to make them less quickly because
Did you say it again?
Can I give it a try, Tim?
sure.
Lasagna!
What was that? I hate this place.
Sorry. You are.
I lost my appetite.
Sir, please. Please don't leave. This establishment is up and coming in. We're trying to make it as good as we can. This is the last idea there was in Bozeman for a restaurant. This is the last thing that there wasn't. And so I did it. And I went to Juilliard to study inflections and food. And I came back. This is the only person who knows how to do it.
You gotta slice them thinner. You have to slice them thinner, okay?
Okay.
This is a prestigious technique. You have to slice them thinner, okay? Thinner the better.
But there's always going to be someone who's slicing it thinner, right? Than I ever could.
They're pretty thin. I don't know.
Hey teacher, did you check out my slices?
Oh no.
What's up, Jeffrey? Did you see him?
Yeah. Those are
What do
like.
they look like?
That looks like when they took that mouse's brain and scanned it with a thing and
Exactly.
sliced it into
That's inedible.
500 million slices to map the neuro.
Who are you? Why are you so weird?
It's like you're saying. It's like
trying to do
you're saying
something
words.
new.
They're weird. You're saying them weird.
I'm trying to do something
Clearly
new.
the best chef at Juilliard that Juilliard School of Music has ever seen.
Oh yeah.
Things are too thin.
This is thin slicing class.
The thing's just full.
Just stop right there.
What?
I just want to tell you.
Okay.
Just
No.
guess what happened.
I'm already guessing, and I already
Guess.
know.
You know what
I know exactly what it is.
And what is it then?
You got me a hamster.
No. No.
I told you I didn't want a hamster.
No, I did not get you a
They're
hamster.
dirty, Margaret. They're dirty.
Nobody want you a hamster, Michael.
It's gonna crawl into my Corolla and it's gonna make a whole mess in here. It's gonna ruin the insulation. I don't care if it's cute.
I did not buy you a hamster.
Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. I jumped to conclusions.
I was trying to tell you something. I was trying to be honest with you.
I'll be a first.
Don't say things like that. I'm
Alrighty.
trying so hard at this relationship.
And I'm
You
not.
came in here blazing.
I'm not trying hard. I tell you what I want. I tell you the
room,
things.
there's a human-sized hamster.
I tell you my preferences, Margaret. You know what I like and what I don't like. I'm putting myself into this.
Some of us like hamster play, and some of us do not.
Well, I'm sorry I'm not kinky. I'm sorry I'm not kinky like Brad and Tony and all your other exes you like to think about so much instead of me.
Look, you know what I wanted to tell you today?
What?
You're being a cunt.
That was a good bookend. Nothing bookends a story like a solid cunt drop. I was really going to use a lot of those things to inspire my next story, and turns out that took a lot of turns that I was not expecting. But for some reason, way early in the beginning, it reminded me of this story when I was in Uruguay. It has nothing to do with hamsters, and it has nothing to do with basically anything that you just heard, but other than being in a different country. But so picture this. Okay, so I am 23, not much younger than I am now. 1, maybe 2 years ago, fresh out of college. And so me and one of my good friends, we're the only two people out of this study abroad trip who are on this bus going to this beach in Uruguay in the off season, which, you know, it's cold because it's winter, because it's our summer, it's their winter. So we were like, let's go to the beach in the winter. That'll be cool. And there will be a lot of people there. It'll be fun. There'll be a lot of young people there partying in the winter. Yeah. There weren't. It was hard to get food. There was nobody there. But we also thought it would be really fun to drink liters of beer on the bus, which is not cool in South America. Turns out, plot twist, you can't get blacked out on the bus going somewhere in South America. So they get to this crossroads, which is in rural Uruguay, right before, well, not right before, quite a ways away from this town called Punta del Diablo in Uruguay. They say, you guys got to get off the bus because you've created too many empty bottles on this bus. We don't have enough trash cans for this, and you're also being fucking annoying. So go ahead, hop off. And so we get off, we look around, we're under one streetlight, we're in a country where we don't really speak the language, and we say, well, let's just walk towards the sound of the ocean. We have a handle of Jim Beam, a head full of dreams, and I was really scared. So that also painted a fun picture for the rest of the evening. So the bus driver was pissed. I don't like it when people are mad, so that already set me in a bad mood. And my friend was too cavalier about this whole thing, and I said, we are lost, baby. There's one streetlight, and we just left it, and now it is dork. And I've got a plastic bag with a handle of Jim Beam in it, and we convinced ourselves that that was going to be a cool resource. It wasn't, because I drank a lot of that handle of Jim Beam trying to chill myself the fuck out. And so we're walking, we're drinking, we're walking, I'm still drinking, just being like, wow, when are we gonna get to the beach? And we keep hearing the ocean, we keep saying, wow, we gotta be getting closer, we gotta be getting closer. Then the road disappears and we say, wow, yikes. What do we do now? We gotta be there. We weren't. We had about another hour's walk just in sand, which would have been cool if, again, it wouldn't have been the middle of the night in a different country, where we didn't speak the language, and I was also, at this point, 3 sheets to the wind. And so we're walking, we find a sign, we eventually find our hostel. It's closed, because it's 3 o'clock in the morning, we can't get in, the doorbell rings, nobody answers, lights are on, literally nobody home. So we sleep on a couple of hammocks that are just like sitting on this front patio outside of this hostel, and we say, we're fine, we're home, we did this. Everything gets normal. Everything gets kind of normal. We end up going to this like party, this little DJ party that happens in the morning. That again, it's the off season, so there are like 4 people there. It's us and the people that work at the hostel and like 2 other people, and we're like, this is spring break. We're having a great time. And we start talking to this girl who works at the hostel, and she says, wow, you guys slept outside. That's crazy. And I was like, yeah, we're so brave. Like, this is so cool. And so eventually she launches into this story about how like 2 people had just gotten decapitated by these by these like drug dealers who thought that they were people who owed them money, and like they were mistaken, and so it was kind of like a big whoopsie on their part. And I'm sitting there like, oh, what? What? Cool. I just comfortably went to sleep in a hammock thinking I was on a fun beach vacation. And so fast forward to the next night, we're at a similar party, same amount of people, still about 6, 7 people, a big party. I get a little too drunk. I say I'm gonna go to our now Airbnb, because I'm like, this hostel is in like main decapitation territory. We're gonna get out of here because I don't wanna lose my head. Moneymaker. Gotta keep stuff going on up here, otherwise I don't have a lot else going on. So I gotta go to this Airbnb and be safe. I proceed to, I believe, get followed by a van. And immediately I'm like, yikes. Big spooky. I'm about to get decapitated. So I'm running, I'm hopping hedges, I'm sprinting for this like crazy Airbnb, thinking that like I am under attack. Like it is the Hunger Games. I don't have my bow and arrow. I have nothing, and I've got to just run. Get to this Airbnb, lock the door, lay down on the couch so I can be there in case somebody comes through the front door or has the decency to knock on the door. But I'm right there. I'm right there ready to say, hey man, don't. Like, don't you think about it, man. Don't cut my head off. And come to find out in the morning, I wake up, a little hungover, look around the room, my friend is not there, and I'm like, oh, he probably had a better time than me. He probably didn't almost get murdered, obviously. And come to find out that he was the person in this van, literally trying to give me a ride home, chasing me around this little beach town. I locked him out of the house, blacked out, passed out, went to sleep. I wake up in the morning to all these pictures on my phone of him just like with this stray dog on our porch, just like, this is me all night long. Thank you for locking me out of the house when I tried to give you a ride home. And I said, well, next time, pick a car that's not an unmarked van. I don't know what to do for you.
huh? You don't want to talk about it either.
It's just
You think maybe?
I don't do this thing very often, okay? Just like I'm not embarrassed. I'm not embarrassed of what we did last night. I'm sorry. Like I'm sorry that
I was thinking that maybe what we did last night was maybe like a whoopsie. Do you? It seems like maybe you might think it was a whoopsie.
Can we turn the AC off?
Okay. Just a little bit though.
I just don't
I'm
like
hot. It's crazy here. It's like our winter, their summer. It's hot.
You called it a whoopsie?
Yeah, like I feel like it's possible that it was a whoopsie.
It's hard for me to imagine that the entire night was just a whoopsie. Maybe which specific part are you thinking was the whoopsie?
Dad, I don't understand why we skipped the part where they had anal, because I don't understand what's happening without seeing that.
Well, you gotta get, this is how men process, okay? So you gotta understand that first before we can go to the juice.
But is it actually in the movie, or is that skipped?
Depends on if you have the director's cut.
I think you know what part of the night, but I'm not gonna say it. You're gonna say it.
You can't even say it.
I'm
out loud.
driving, I'm adjusting the AC, I'm doing all the work. You could just say it, the whoopsie, and confirm its whoopsiness.
This is such a brave film.
The way that they're navigating the temperature in the car. Oh god. And that's the truth about relationships, right? That divide. God.
You know what? I don't want it to be so cold. I'm cranking the heat.
It's just shrinking me right up, okay?
And you see, that's important because it makes it more difficult when you're shrunk right up, you know? So that's a key detail.
I'm gonna bring it up in school.
Perfect.
I'm literally shivering.
What's new? You were shrinking last night, you're shrinking tonight. When are you not shrinking?
Are we there yet? Are we?
It's like 3 more hours.
God, the Florida Keys, man. This highway.
What the hell is this? Keep watching. I get it. What the fuck did you bring me to? A movie.
When you insist, can I just confirm? Because you did insist.
I like it.
You promised I would like. You promised.
I thought you would. You seem like that kind of guy. Or so I thought.
The movie passes 60 minutes, they're still in the car having the same conversation.
Thanks, babe.
Yeah.
You rock, Travis, you rock.
This is sick.
Get ready, people!
I'm so fucking ready.
Travis, there's like 5 people here. This is
Most
great.
ever! Yes! Yay! Yeah!
Spring break!
It's great.
I was here at 7 a.m. waiting for the doors to open.
Alright.
That's how the cops do it in this
We
town.
finally made it.
Oh, don't try to run! Don't try to run!
Catch you all.
Oh shit! Run! Stop running!
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Travis, babe, you said you got the right permits.
This whole hostel is under arrest.
What do you mean, officer?
White t-shirt, white
We are
t-shirt.
the legit cops.
We're really cops.
Purple blazer, blue blazer.
Sometimes
Hair, chain,
long, so long, kid.
Are my cups. And which one of you is gonna get in them first?
He'll use them. He'll use them.
Yeah.
Boys, get into my office. Raiding another early morning dance party.
It's spring break right now in the Northern Hemisphere, so,
I get what's happening out there. Hey, look, I told you if you twos are gonna be raiding early morning parties, you better make it entertainable. I'm talking dance numbers. I'm talking all of the tricks.
we went to practice, we know.
We did pretty
But I heard there was no dancing. You're just straight up arresting people.
We flash badges.
Yeah, but I want more flash. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh, I think I know what you're saying.
Yeah, do you understand what I'm saying? No, you don't fucking understand.
I gotta show my brother this move.
I want you dudes out there stripping down to your nudes when you're arrested. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you're gonna live here, I am a pimp. Do you understand?
Understand?
I own you two guns, okay?
Give us another chance.
Check it out.
No.
Check that out.
You see this?
It looks really shiny and it's
Yeah, you like that?
You ever
the level of
seen-
detail is really impressive
Hey,
on the
how about
engraving.
this though? You ever seen?
Hey-o, check this out.
Check this out.
And now, check this out. Oh,
Yeah. So which one of you is gonna get arrested
Arrested.
first?
Officers, I confess, I decapitated 2 people.
Looks like, yeah, I still got the passport, so, what do you say we take a little bit of a, have a little bit of a lighter travel tonight?
yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. Just my, you know, that was a really, it was great food last night, you know, but I think it's kind of, you know, it's affecting my tummy a little bit. And you know what's scary? It was scary that, like, you know, there's that guy who walked by the other, and I was thinking like, ooh, he looks a little suspect, but it wasn't. I think that was me. I think I'm, you know, it's just a new country, and I don't quite know how to like.
What did we eat?
It
It was so dark.
just
What did they eat? What did they eat?
His body flashes and you can see a skeleton. You can see a skeleton.
Just went to a nice little like shamanic restaurant. Nice waiter. You don't remember this? Yeah.
What was the waiter like? What was the waiter like?
Kind of just he, you know, kind of put your hand on your head and shook.
I remember that.
Shook some maracas.
I remember that. That's the last thing I remember. And then we wake up and
It was really sweet, and you paid. It was nice. But I do have a little bit of.
How did he pay? How did he pay? How did he pay?
It's kind of weird though.
maybe today we could charge our phones or something.
Can I get you to a couple more Caesars?
Yeah, okay, that seems like normal. This is normal.
This is a normal. This is a normal
thing.
establishment, right?
Double Caesars?
Yeah.
Caesars are a drink.
This is a little bit of a weird place. I think maybe.
You're gonna do you want the edible Caesar
I
or
think we're just gonna take our business somewhere else.
You can't leave before you try the Caesar.
No, I think actually I think we're gonna walk out the door. You're in front of the door.
There is no escape unless you drink deeply.
You must try the Caesar.
Caesar, that's a Molly Brown. He's the best.
By all means.
It's just a dumb
It's
name.
all about you. Okay. I'm going to take us in a different direction. For no reason other than we've hit a lot of different points tonight and then figured why not try to go full circle. Okay, so who has a tattoo? Anybody? Sure, a couple. More than one. Oh, and you don't like it? Or do you have one that you don't like? Yeah, alright. Quarter rest. I didn't hear you cheer. Panic at the Disco fans? More than I was expecting. That's gonna make the story less funny, but that's okay. So yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, like 2008. Yeah, baby. But so one of my very good friends at the time, they mentioned at the beginning that I do teach spin classes. Usually, when actually having a handheld mic is a treat. It's very fun. I wish I had one more often. Gives me something to do with my hands. Usually I have like a Britney Spears headpiece number, which is a really good time, and but that frees me up to clap the beat at people when they're not doing what I tell them to do, which is very important, because that's my show, and you do what I tell you to do, unless you're swizzling your hips, in which case, it's okay. Next time it's okay. But one of my very good friends who I started instructing with moved and decided one day in the middle of the day without telling me that we should get tattoos together. And so I said, fuck yeah, because I had been drinking all day. And I said, yeah, of course, we're absolutely gonna do this. We're gonna go right now. And so met up, went down to Tattoo Alley because they take walk-ins. And they won't look you in the face and be like, you've been drinking all day. You probably shouldn't get a tattoo. They'll say, hell yeah, brother, sit down in the chair. What do you want to do? You want to get a Panic at the Disco lyric at 1 in the afternoon? Absolutely. What font? Little did they expect me to have, they didn't expect me to have a custom font ready to rock and roll. They immediately got mad because they had to do more work, and that's okay, because it's my tattoo, not theirs. And so I sat down. I said, "Here's my custom font. Here, I already put this together for you." I left the bar, went home, made a graphic, and said, "We're gonna get this tattooed on my body today for the rest of my life." And I know exactly where it's going to go. It's going my I made the mistake of wearing a long sleeve today and a long pant that are attached in the middle. So whoops, you can't see the tattoo. Pant and a shirt. It's a perk. But so I go downstairs. The guy says, "This is what you want?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Are you sure?" And I said, "Sure." And he said, "Absolutely. Take a seat." And I swear they were twins because they looked almost exactly the same. Two men with the exact same attitude that had almost the exact same facial hair looked at my friend and said, "Are you also sure?" And she also said, "Sure." And so we both sat down and we're like, "We're getting tattoos today." So we got a Panic at the Disco lyric tattooed on our bodies for the rest of time. Mine is right here. You can barely read it, and here's why. We parted ways after getting the tattoo, and I met up with a couple of my other friends, and we immediately went to Chico Hot Springs. And I said, we've got a birthday party to go to. This day keeps on rolling. Tattoo or no tattoo, I'm going to the hot springs today because I will not turn down a party. And so I show up, and we say, "What are we going to do about this?" And I say, "Well, we're going to wrap it. And we're going to wrap it in saran wrap, and we're going to tape it. And that is going to be good enough to not harm this little tattoo." So wrap my entire arm in saran wrap, and then we continue to wrap the other thing in, I believe, packing tape. And then we wrap it again in saran wrap, and then wrap it again in packing tape. And then I proceed to get into that hot human soup and put my hand over my head like this and walk around that hot spring like this, like I'm just casual. Like I'm just a cool guy who stands like this and drinks Chico Teenies just like this with my tricep out of the water, and walked around like that until I blacked out and quit putting my hand out of the water. And then proceeded to go on the rest of the night with this birthday party, drinking, doing tarot cards with crystals that I'm still convinced were sex toys. They were for, I mean, we talked a lot about anal earlier, and that's what, I mean, it wasn't all, I mean, these crystals were charged, and I don't think it was by the moon that we're all expecting. And meanwhile, we're all just like passing them back and forth, just like, yeah, the energy's so high. Yeah. Like, oh my God, hermit card. Yeah, 5 of Pentacles. You take this other butt toy. And just like feel it. And so we do that for a while. Time passes, I go to sleep. I don't take the wrap off, which is perfect for an open wound festering with hot spring water underneath it. Wake up, hurts. Crazy, I know. We're all shocked that it doesn't feel good the next day. Unwrap it. It is so swollen and it hurts so bad. But I put on a really brave face and say, oh well, I'm in my mid-20s, this is fine. Nothing bad can happen to me. And now I have a crazy blurry tattoo on the top of my tricep that literally nobody can read, and I have to constantly explain to people that it is a Panic at the Disco lyric, which feels really good. And that's not even the funniest part of the story. The best part of the story is, again, spin instructor. I go to Zephyr the next morning to teach a spin class, half in the bag, still a little bit drunk. I show up, ready to go, loosely. I have a playlist, and I'm ready to do something. And so, what, like, people are coming in, I'm saying hi, I'm saying like, hi, good morning. Thank you for being here. So excited to see you. We got a good little move around today. And one of the girls who at the time was a regular walks in, and she's just like, oh my God, how'd your weekend been? I'd be like, you know, it's been a weekend for the books. And she says, oh my gosh, mine too. And I was like, oh why? Tell me your story. And she says, I was at Chico Hot Springs the other day, and me and my friends were sitting there just like having a drink, like feet in the pool, a little too hot, and we just see this fucking idiot walking around with a fresh tattoo, holding his hand out of the water, covered in plastic wrap, like an idiot. And I looked at her and I was like, that was yesterday? And she said, yeah, that was yesterday. And I was like, yeah, and you knew he had a tattoo. She's like, yeah, it was obvious. He looked so fucking stupid walking around this pool just wrapped in plastic wrap, thinking that he wasn't gonna get a crazy infection. Meanwhile, I luckily wore short sleeves that day. And so she couldn't see it. And I looked her in the face and I said, yeah, what a fucking idiot.
Let's do this hike. Ready to do a hike. All right.
No, I hate them.
Well, it's good for character. So, let's.
Dad.
I packed. Don't worry, I packed some. Pre-packed some water. So here you go. Hey,
what happened to your leg?
There's what used to be a leg, but it looks like a sort of a bear attack, sort of shreds and bone hanging off this man's leg.
Important to stay hydrated. This is the first lesson of hiking.
Dad, what happened last night?
Hey, and you need to get some. We need to get some granola. You know, trail mix.
I don't know if we should go all the way up the mountain, all the 10 miles up.
Hey, son, we have had this plan for months. Okay, so we're doing it, and
Dad,
you're gonna enjoy it.
No way! You know I was 3 sheets to the wind just a little bit ago. Not that long.
I don't know. This movie doesn't seem like it's really gonna go the direction I want.
Give it a second. It's supposed to ramp up in the second
Please
act.
don't make me watch this one.
Okay, well.
I really don't want to watch this
It's
one.
my birthday, Tony.
I feel like we should go to the hospital instead.
I get it. So you know, you're drifting away from me, son. I can feel it happening. You're turning to drinking.
See, it's dramatic. It's a father and son story.
It's really spooky.
Dad, you're drifting away from life.
I just want to spend some time with my son. Hey, give me a hug.
Don't get any blood on me. Don't.
God, you know.
Okay. Okay.
God, it's so beautiful. It's just like us. It's just like us, only a father and son instead of married.
Hey,
Legs.
we're gonna be okay, right?
I think I will, but you are fucked. Your situation.
Son, I would sacrifice anything for you.
Oh, babe, can we turn this off before it gets sad? You never want to have sex when it gets sad.
Wait, I want to see what happens to his leg.
Can we guys stop talking in front, please? I'm trying to watch the film.
My boyfriend's a UFC fighter.
Well, my boyfriend's a firefighter.
I think we gotta take the leg, Dad. This is the sad part.
Peter knows how to take a leg because he's a firefighter. He has an axe.
My boyfriend can bite your leg off.
I'd love to see that.
Honey, did you hear that?
Yeah, I would bite it off. I would bite it off.
Okay,
Yeah?
if you want to take the leg.
I think I did it. I think I decapitated him. I don't know what that means.
There's a garbled leg, foot hanging
You tried really hard.
Oh no.
Suit, mustache, little cigarettes.
Godfather. I wanted to impress you, so I decapitated you. I decapitated him big time. He has no more cap.
Come here. Hug me over my desk. It was the right guy, I'm sure.
Daddy, it's a terrible thing. My fiancé, he's been decapitated from the waist down. My wedding, Daddy, it's ruined, Daddy.
Oh no!
It was
Did I do a whoopsie?
It was
Girls, I need to speak with you. It's Scott, hello.
I'm just over for the weekend.
That's cool. How you
We're
got?
not dating, okay?
We are dating. We're dating.
It's okay if you have sex.
All of these kids,
Dad.
all these kids have mufflers.
Listen, when I was your age, I was fucking all the time.
Time out. What? What'd you say?
All these kids have mufflers.
You know, mufflers.
Yeah, and this guy's hands are all greasy.
Cheryl, I'm a mechanic, remember?
Resuming.
Yes. But I was talking to Mr. Erickson, and he told me that you both have been spreading some nasty little stories around the school.
Hell yeah, we have.
Scott.
I'll get that.
What kind of stories, man? I don't know what you're talking about. I just want to get my backpack out of the bathroom. My mom's still in there screaming.
Speaking truth to power at school, okay?
According to Mr. Erickson, it wasn't really truth to power. It was more about sucking and fucking and getting all wet in a hot tub.
Hell yeah, it was.
I'll get that again. Now, it's okay.
Don't be ashamed of it.
It's okay to tell these stories if you're, in an appropriate venue, when it's art. You can talk about getting drunk and sucking and fucking and making mistakes and waking up and doing your job. But it has to be artful. It can't be grotesque.
Dad, these are just the movies you've been showing us. I was just recounting the tale of the Count of Monte
Dixon.
Dixon.
Bro, I just wanted to say, it's been nice to hang out with you with all these movies recently. I've been there's like a theme.
Yeah. What is it?
Shower.
And I'd like to also thank you for taking my advice and getting a Reach membership.
I'm trying to figure it out. Like, are you trying to tell me something? Like, do you think there's something?
Like what?
Because I'm fulfilled, in my life.
Me too.
This guy has a really blurry tattoo on his arm that looks like an asterisk. Or something.
Are you trying to tell me something? Okay, mine's not got great pressure.
Do you want to join me, my shower?
I'd tag it.
No, it's hard for me to be.
I like spending QT together.
Yeah, it's hard for me to be.
Okay, if I get it, I'm getting cold over here. Just rotate.
Sure. Okay. All right.
Go ahead.
It's hard for me to be close to people.
Yeah.
This guy's penis is saran wrapped and duct taped.
You know, you've always been
What?
you've always been like a brother to me. Could I join you in the stream?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I didn't want to hog it.
There's no screaming shit.
This is a human-sized hamster.
There is no stream sharing.
Did you do this? Did you do this? Because this is I thought we were having a moment here, and this is very much an escalation.
Officers, I think they were just trying to have a good little move around.
Hey, that's not allowed. There's too few people in here to have a good little move around. You need at least 6.
Mom, I thought this was the Minecraft movie.
6 men in the shower is the minimum.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, you stupid cunt. Just listen.
Don't use that kind of language in the theater.
What kind of language?
The thing you said.
What did I say?
I can't say it.
I didn't say anything. She called you cunt. I never said that. I never said cunt. I never said cunt. Mom, who said it?
Shut up! My boyfriend's gonna fight both of you! He's a firefighter!
Don't sign me up.
He's gonna kick your ass!
I don't want you to sign me up.
What did I eat last night? What did you feed me last night?
How did you guys know what my tattoo said?
These two are cycling alone in the dark, trying to get to the coast, but they're on stationary bikes.
You see that van? You see that van behind us? There's probably someone who's
There
going
is
to
a van
beat off or
following
something.
them.
Just fucking say it.
Go around them. Just go around them.
I won't go around and get you catching up.
I don't think it was a whoopsie. The whoopsie was.
Wait,
The whoopsie was I said I liked it.
you don't think it was a whoopsie? Really?
This van is getting a lot closer to these guys in the dark.
Okay, go around them. You're gonna hit them.
Blackout drunk, but they're cycling.
Look, I don't think it was a whoopsie. I don't think it was a whoopsie, and I think I'd rather try it again.
Really?
If we got there, sure. Bro, Jesus Christ, you gotta hit
Pull
them.
over this van right now. We can have.
Van! No, this way! Come on!
Come on! Was that another little whoopsie? Final two heads.
I don't count that as a whoopsie. You did that on fucking purpose.
We're on fucking vacation. Oh my god. We're just co-eds. Do they have Dairy Queen in this country? Shut up, you two cunts! I can't hear the movie!
If you stay in the car long enough and don't move, I think it'll be okay.
That's a good point.
Look, it seems like the more and more you and I move just sort of around each other, a whoopsie's gonna happen. And I don't want to know that it's getting worse.
songs, there's comedy. You cannot beat the value of this show.
And that's our show!